Well, it's the closer of Match Week 1, and Match Week 1 back in the Premier League has delivered and then some. It's been a crazy weekend of football, and it ends with a Monday night West London derby clash between the two ex-Real Madrid managers. Fulham with Alvaro Arbeloa at the helm, Gonzalo Garcia recruited as their main centre forward, and as for Chelsea, the ex-Liverpool midfielder, the ex-Bayern Munich, what else? Real Madrid and Spanish midfielder, of course, Xabi Alonso at the helm with a much changed Chelsea 11 here. No Moises Caicedo, which is a huge blow for the Blues. How will we cope without Moy, who's been a linchpin, the main man in midfield over the last couple of years? That will be very interesting to see. Well, Bern Leno is in goal. They've got Timothy Castagna, Calvin Bassey, Jorge Cuenca, and Anthony Robertson as the back four. Alex Iwobi, Sanderberg, and Joshua King in that number 10 position. Cesar Palacios and Gonzalo Garcia, the two Real Madrid recruits, in the center of the midfield, the attack, and Palacios, of course, on that left-hand side. And on the right, they've got the ex-Manchester City winger Oscar Bob, the Norwegian. As for Chelsea, Xabi Alonso's had to make changes, but he goes with the back three as expected. Rob Sanchez in goal, the back three with no Wesley Fofana in the squad, with picking up a red card against Sunderland last season's Achimpong Lacroix, and Levi Colville back in. Malo Gusto and Jarell Hato as the two fullbacks, the wingbacks rather. We've got the two midfield pivot players in Romeo Lavia and Reece James, with the front three of Palmer, Joao Pedro, and the £117 million man Rodgers. Giovanni Kenda, Pep Chavaria, Estevao, Danny Welbeck. Chelsea do have a bench that can cause Fulham problems, but having seen all the games that have panned out, both on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Chelsea, please do not let me down. What's up, Manny? Welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome to everybody live on Under the Sun. It has been an unbelievable match week 1. Thank you so much that the Premier League is back and it has delivered. Is there going to be another upset on the cards, or will Chelsea take all 3 points? Well, Chelsea and Fulham last season both finished on identical points, 52 each. Chelsea were 10th, Fulham were 11th. So I have no reason to be overly confident, as both managers have a new job here in terms of the assignment. They had a crazy last season under Real Madrid's tutelage. Now they can pretty much spread their wings here in the London clubs. Can we chat about the AI thumbnail on the Monday video? What's wrong with it, Manny? Tell me what's wrong. I'd like some feedback. Why not? But anyways, it's business time. Reece James leads us out. That's always great to see. What's up, Karan? Welcome to the stream, brother. What is up, sir? Chelsea to win? Or is there going to be another frustrating start? We drew to Crystal Palace last season, didn't we, at the Bridge? That was 0-0. This time we're expecting goals either from Chelsea's boots or Fulham's. Last season we did end up losing here. It was that infamous game where Liam Delap managed to score his only Premier League goal. Harry Wilson was the match winner on that occasion. He's not in the squad here. Sharp, sir, sharp. Women are sharing it. If that's happening, Manny, then it's definitely a good thing, right? Karan, you're anxious. I am sweating through my jersey here. I'm not going to lie. It is never easy supporting Chelsea, man, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, as the respects and tributes paid towards Kevin Keegan, it was emotional, wasn't it, at St. James's Park yesterday against Liverpool. Liverpool felt the full force of a wounded Newcastle United, who did so well, should have gotten all 3 points, and they had their hearts snatched right at the end after Munoz got fouled in the box. Lewis Hall putting on a 10-on-10 performance, but Szoboszlai from the 12-yard spot buried it into the top corner. No upset in that game. Manchester City avoided an upset, while Spurs and Manchester United got handed a footballing lesson. Villa, I'm going to add to that list as well. They had a nightmare match week 1. Chelsea, please do not join that gang. Arbeloa and Alonso managing in the Premier League for the first time. 2 ex-Liverpool players, 2 ex Real Madrid players as well, and both ex-Real Madrid managers. So there's a lot of similarities in terms of their journeys to reach their new clubs. There's a lot of anxiety, and what brings me the most anxiety, guys, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to share it immediately here, is no Moises Caicedo in the midfield. For the last 2 or 3 seasons, we have been so accustomed to Moy in midfield that without him, that security blanket is gone, man, and Chelsea will have to grow up. And that's why I can understand, while not really agree with both wing-backs of ours being defensive, Gusto and Hato, but without Moy, we need that collective solidity, and hopefully that is provided by that midfield four of Gusto, Lavia, James, and Jarell Hato. Well, after finishing 10th last season in one of the most forgetful seasons, Chelsea kick off again. Boys, are we here with the clown makeup expecting that Chelsea do well again, only to be let down? Or do the boys have it in them? The front three is very exciting though. Joao Pedro, 15 goals season, 5 assists, and he's through on goal here. It's Joao Pedro! Perfect start for the Blues, and it's the new number 9 with a delicious chip. It's the perfect start for Xabi Alonso and Chelsea. It's 1-0, Joao Pedro. What a glorious finish, man. He is so cool in front of goal. The man who's had 6 goals in pre-seasons starts off with a bang. Oh, the ball does fall kindly here to Joao Pedro. Lacroix wins the first header. Cole Palmer feeds it perfectly here to Joao Pedro. First touch is good. The finish. Oh, this guy's Brazilian, isn't he? Brazil's loss is Chelsea's gain. Lacroix, Palmer, Pedro, 1-0 to Chelsea. Come on! "31 seconds. We deserve that, guys. After last season, we freaking needed that. A bit of joy to start off this season. Xabi Alonso loves it. Joao Pedro, that number 9 always on the back of his shirt, gives me so much anxiety. Why Chelsea and Joao Pedro decided for a change in shirt number, I'll never know, but he started off perfectly, man. What a glorious finish. Aman, Gautam, welcome to the stream, boys. It has been an electric start. I'm buzzing. I'm cheesing. But I can't get too carried away. This is still a Chelsea with a soft underbelly. Remember, there's no Moises Caicedo, no Enzo Fernandez in the pivot here for Chelsea. So it's Reece James and Romeo Lavia. And boys, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first time I'm seeing these two in a pivot in a competitive Chelsea game. Every goal is a personal FU to Ancelotti for the World Cups. Now, I love Carlo Ancelotti for that, Manny. Forever grateful. Joao Pedro got a full summer off. He could train under Xabi Alonso. He's fit, he's firing, he's ready, motivated. And he'll deliver the goods, man. Chelsea's standout player, no surprise, player of the year for us after an atrocious season. And his goal of the season was the bicycle kick. Chest and bang on the bicycle volley. I'm telling you, Arbeloa's trash. Gautam already hating. Already hating. I like it. Please say thank you to me for not wearing the Chelsea scarf and jersey tonight. Manny, I told you, add the no Chelsea players in your FPL too, and I'm telling you, we're unstoppable. Here's Morgan Rogers. Might have a pop here. Rogers with the effort. Has it taken a deflection? I think it has. It's a corner for Chelsea. Chelsea very much on the front foot. We have got shooters in the front three. Morgan Rogers creating a bit of space. Reece James wins a great header in midfield. Felt that the midfield area would be light for Chelsea, but they've got Sanderberg and Alex Iwobi, two different types of players in that midfield pivot for Fulham. Josh King did score that goal against Chelsea, didn't he, when it was disallowed, and it was voted the goal of the month for some reason. Oh, Reece James on the volley. Chelsea's set pieces. Did see that in effect in pre-season. Chelsea did get the Aston Villa set-piece manager, the guy with the long hair. I don't remember, but you'll remember his face really well. Saw him get involved with a bit of a scrap in pre-season too. He's very much Chelsea now. Yeah, it's the 3-4-3, Aman, and it looked very clear after that AC Milan game in pre-season. That's the first time we looked decent. Oh, Chelsea have lost the ball. Levi Colwill, that's a foul. Thankfully, he's not the last man, but that's a yellow card for Levi Colwill. He loses his bearings, and fortunately, Because there's enough cover. Oh, Chelsea nearly implode there. All that early excitement nearly extinguishes. Levi so assured on the ball, but that time had to hack him down. Hectic yellow indeed, Manny. Well, he had to hack down Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob not the quickest. I think Levi Colville just takes a business decision there and takes an early yellow. Not ideal for Levi. Free kick for Fulham into the 5th minute. Oh, it's been a hectic start. My heart is pounding out of my chest, man. It's game week 1. I'm not going to survive this season. Here's Anthony Robinson. Finds the Nigerian, Alex Iwobi. King. Joao Pedro helping out defensively. And it works. Really good job by Joao, man. And now he takes the quick throw in here. And Joao Pedro's on his way. Difficult man to stop in full flight. Oscar Bob trying his best and manages to just force in a throw in. With Cuenca and Calvin Bassey, the two Fulham centre halves. Again, nice balance about those two. Bassey's that front foot, ball playing, strong, quick, powerful centre half. Cuenca, excellent passer of the ball. And he likes to just play that sweeper role behind Calvin Bassey, who's the more attacking of the defenders. Here's Colville, finds Jarell Hato. Jarell Hato is going to have to be multifaceted in terms of his usage this season for Chelsea. He's going to be either left back, left centre back, or as he's seen today, as left wing back. Certainly play in all 3 positions, but difficult to really pin down. But if you do play with the 3-4-3, I expect Chelsea to be a lot more attacking as the season progresses in terms of the wing backs, especially Marco Palestra, who's also missing, not even on the bench. Him alongside Moises Caicedo, 2 guaranteed starters. With Reece James in midfield and Wesley Fofana suspended for the first game. Josh Achimpong gets that big nod. Need Josh to have a good game here. Malo Gusto's there as right wing back for security and cover. There's Lacroix. Decent switch out onto the left-hand side here. Here's Jarell Hato. Good ball retention this from Chelsea. Lacroix. Chelsea looking at Alvarez. Who? Julian Alvarez? No chance, man. What's he going to do? Sit on the bench for Joao Pedro? You don't need a starting centre forward. Not with Joao in the team. We need an able deputy. By the looks of it, it's probably Emmanuel Omega. Oh, what a pass that is by Cole Palmer. Morgan Rogers. Can't keep that in play though, but nice to see those two looking for each other already. How's the new left back Shavaria? I saw him in the Conference League final against Crystal Palace. That's the only time I've actually watched him. Crystal Palace ended up winning 1-0 courtesy of Jean-Philippe Mateta, but he looked decent. I mean, he's got a bit of give and go about him. 26, 27 years of age, uncapped player. And you have not moved from your home country in that long. Few eyebrows will be raised, but Chelsea playing some superb football. Rogers to Palmer. Here's Cole on the outside. Cole Palmer with the strike. Tight angle. Good to see some shots going on early here. Chelsea not afraid to pull the trigger. Such a pity that Tony Taylor is not here to see this forever in our hearts. Exactly, man. There are certain omens that you just feel, oh, this might be a good season for Chelsea. Selling Delap, Garnacho and Neto in the same window. That goes as a huge tick. Anthony Taylor no longer reffing. Oof. Watch out, guys. Chelsea might be back. Yes, Cuenca. Robinson. Decent turn. Reece James is powerful in midfield. Romeo Lavia starting a Premier League game is a sight for sore eyes, man. If you can keep him fit, Chelsea's midfield problems won't be as apparent, because if Enzo Fernandez, so much uncertainty regarding Enzo, right? It looks like he might just end up staying. I don't see Manchester City, after dropping 100 million on Ayub Buadi, dropping 120 odd on Enzo Fernandez. So I'm expecting Enzo and Caicedo to play in midfield. But Lavia, Reece James, Sugo as cover. That should be enough, considering Chelsea have no European football. But if Enzo does leave, Chelsea have to go big in the market, whether that be Scott, Wharton, Kamavinga, Manu Kone. I don't know, man. There are options, but Chelsea cannot cheap out. This Chelsea kit is fire. Probably my favorite home kit this season. It's good, man. I like the gold trims as well. I think the sponsor ruins it, so Chelsea might be cooking something with 4 seasons without a front of the shirt. Sponsor. Oh, what a terrible pass by Jarell Hato. Chelsea self-imploding again here. There's a chance on the right-hand side. Hato helps out. Colville clears. Jarell Hato. That is not the pass. That is not the pass. That is a hospital pass to Levi Colville. Chelsea still under pressure here. Cross from the right-hand side. Hato blocks it as a corner for Fulham. And the 2 opportunities Fulham have had have been both Chelsea mistakes. He has done a good job for a change with the Chelsea jersey, that's for sure. Delap is close to an exit with Forest. Should I send you some champagne? Send it over, Manny. Send it over. We pop it together. Poor Nottingham Forest. He might score goals for them. Oscar Bob's corner. And Bob Sanchez with a comfortable gather. Well, this is the season I expect Rob Sanchez to cut out his bullshit, because if he does, there's a proper keeper in there, man. Oh, Cole Palmer gives the ball away. We get lucky, very lucky. Chelsea are giving the ball away in dangerous areas. Do I want Mount back? No, Gotham. He's given us a Champions League. Thank you very much for that. Now you can enjoy him. What happened? He started off pre-season, then picked up an injury again, did he? I mean, what injury was it this time? He's had a nightmare time with injuries. I mean, I didn't wish Mason Mount the best of luck going to the United, but it shouldn't have been because of injuries what has happened. That's a shame. No hate, man. Cobham boy. Part of the Champions League winning squad. Cole Palmer has fed Joao Pedro, is on the left-hand side here. Joao, great feet, but Calvin Bassey is very strong. Just eases him out the way. Timothy Castagna. Romeo Lavia, oh, he goes clattering in. That's a yellow for Lavia too, man. We talked about the inexperience and Chelsea having picked up 8 red cards last season. We did pick up a red card at Craven Cottage last season. That was Mark Cucurella in the first half. Levi and Romeo both on yellow cards now, and both just rash challenges. There's no need for Levi to go lunging in there, man. The Chelsea have had a good start. A couple of shots by Morgan Rogers and Cole Palmer after that 30-second goal by Joao Pedro. We've had a couple of nervy moments. We've picked up a couple of needless yellow cards. And Chelsea need a statement victory here. That would be nice. Any victory would be nice, to be honest. Could be nervy. I'm expecting it to be nervy. Nowhere near the finished article. Morgan Rogers does really well to hustle and harry. Nearly win the ball high up the pitch. Look at Reece James. He's playing like a auxiliary number 10. Reece can do it all, but he's pressing really high up the pitch. I don't think we need Reece there. Make sure that he's next to Romeo Lavia. Yes, we have 3 at the back, and that additional security is there, but just do want that midfield area to be vacant. Xabi Alonso, midfield maestro himself. That's why I want to give Enzo and Caicedo one last opportunity, man. We have won very few games in the Premier League when those two are in the pivot. But if it doesn't work under Xabi Alonso, I can say fair enough. Now I can make my peace with it. Chelsea can move on with Enzo Fernandez. And that's why I'm not too fussed if Enzo doesn't leave, because Enzo got double digits last season, man. Yes, that's not his primary job, but he's moved from a number 6 to a number 10 at Chelsea. Oh my word, Chelsea are taking so many unnecessary risks. It's a needless corner again. What is Sanchez doing? Just clear it early, man. He's waited, and there's just 2 needless corners that Chelsea have conceded here. We're trying our very best to let Fulham back in the game. Don't mind that from Lavia, to be honest. Shows that he trusts his body. No way he's going for that 50-50 last season. He did play 90 minutes in pre-season. That's the first time he completed 90 minutes for Chelsea. He has to go for it, man. Even I've made my peace with Romeo Lavia, Gautam, because if he's injured, he's injured. Fair enough. Just might as well, when you're in the game, just go for it. Play full clip, and we'll try and enjoy whatever time he's spent on the pitch. But don't give us like half-hearted performances and stuff like that. I understand the challenge. It was just needless in terms of the area of the pitch or where he made the challenge, and it was unnecessarily rash. Chelsea making sure the neutrals are entertained. That's something that I don't want to be. I don't want to be a side that just neutrals enjoy watching. I would enjoy watching Chelsea, that's for sure, but you shouldn't be the side that Neutrals tune in and say, oh, we never know what's going to happen. I want Chelsea to be a bit of a nasty team. Clean sheets would be lovely, man. Just a couple of clean sheets early on just gives us that confidence that, yes, we are capable. Maxence Lacroix adds a different dynamic in defense for us. Look, he's 26 years old. Chelsea have not spent on a 25-plus-year-old defender in ages. So Maxence Lacroix is clearly a change in direction for Chelsea in that department. 50 million from Palace. He won the FA Cup, the Community Shield, and the Conference League. He was third choice centre half for France at the World Cup. So there is a pedigree there for him. Can he step up, be that leader, him alongside Levi Colville, Josh Achimpong, Wesley Fofana, or Reece James as a right-hand side centre half? We do look like we have the bones of a good defense. And of course, you drop Moyes that number 6. There's that additional security and the ball playing from the back. So far, so good, despite a few scares. Sanchez Bozo's gene is strong. That's what I'm hoping for, Gautam. It has to reduce. 1 or 2 I'm expecting, but you have to put a cap on it. Can't be too many. Oh, Chelsea give the ball away in midfield again. It's so needless. Lacroix with a critical interception. So far, Lacroix has been a pillar in defense. That finish and chip from JP reminded me of the good old Anelka days. Hey, good catch there, Manny. That was an Anelka-like finish. The beautiful dinks. We saw it last season against Aston Villa at Villa Park on his left foot. Enzo Fernandez with that slide rule pass. And JP just lifting it beautifully over Emi Martinez. Scored a chip again. Was it against Leeds at Stamford Bridge? Great to see that he has got that old school finish in him, man. Sanchez, shockingly, the one average player we signed from Brighton. Well, Chelsea, when we sign players from Brighton, they always go bang, bang. Moises Caicedo and Joao Pedro being the 2 crown jewels. I'm going to add Marc Cucurella to that as well. He's been an excellent servant for Chelsea. Danny Welbeck, could he be the latest addition in that elite crew? Rob Sanchez has good moments, but yeah, he's going to have to do a lot to gain our trust. Reece James, again, needless. We're taking risks. Again, Reece has to release that first time. Here's Josh Achimpong. Great to see him stride forward with the ball. Malo Gusto, clever pass to Cole Palmer. Well, Cole Palmer and Malo Gusto on the same side does give us Maurizio Pochettino vibes, where those two are two out of the 3 best players in that season. Cole was top, Moises second, and of course Malo Gusto, outstanding breakthrough season at right back. He's had a couple of dip season, but that's because Enzo Maresca, you've seen his weird obsession with fullbacks in midfield, right? We saw it yesterday with Rico Lewis and Nico O'Reilly popping up in high number 10 positions. Oh, great run this from Jarell Hato. Fantastic stuff. And he loses his balance at a critical moment. But Cole Palmer pinches it back here. Chelsea still in business. Here's Cole. What a challenge. Alex Iwobi just sticks a leg out. An entertaining stuff this. Jarell Hato. Fantastic carry, man. Breaks the lines with his dribbling. He could have just picked his head up that fraction earlier and slipped it either to Joao. Oh, brilliant from Reece James. He snaps into the challenge and pinches the ball. Here's Joao Pedro. Might pop from distance. Decides against it. Here's Romeo Lavia. Reece James. Chelsea keep the ball. I don't mind this one bit. Not everything has to be a quick counter-attack. Keep that damn ball, man. Just keep it. Frustrate Fulham. Achimpong. Gusto. Chelsea moving it nicely. Decent play by Cole Palmer. And he's got that freedom in those channels, half spaces. He can drift in, play centrally, also push out wide. Here's Malo Gusto. Oh, back heel by Malo Gusto. Elaborate. Here's Lacroix. Chelsea's newest recruit, trying to turn, gets caught. Chelsea do get bailed out, but risky, again risky. There's this turnover and Sanderberg carries. Norwegian centre-half decides to go backwards. Oh, Cole Palmer does brilliantly. Morgan Rogers pinches it here, and he nearly slips it through to Cole Palmer. Unselfish. Rogers could have gone for goal himself. He slips it through to Cole Palmer. It's Cole Palmer. Oh, blocked. Takes too long on it. Lavia bites into the challenge. Chelsea threatening the second here. Come on. Chelsea well on top. Gusto with the cross in. It's got depth. Hato, Joao Pedro, Colville, Palmer, great football this. It's Cole Palmer with the chop. Oh, we're overdoing it, man. Come on. Oh, one ball over the top. Chelsea in real trouble here. Palacio is up against Maxence Lacroix. Does really well. It's Gonzalo Garcia, rather. Centre forward has been barely involved in the match. Lacroix showing his 1v1 ability in a very risky position. Chelsea committing so many players forward. It's a strike from distance. Sanchez wasn't sure. There was a bit of a movement before he reached him. Good strike from distance though by King. Fulham are back in the game though, but Chelsea should have got the second by now, man. Allowed to turn in midfield far too easily. Nobody closing him down. Levi nor Hato. That's poor from either one of them. Have to go here to King. Not sure what Hato is trying to do there. Just trying to fake closing down. Talk about average. Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck, 12 Premier League goals last season, mind you. He's a Premier League winner. Put some respect on his name. Ex-Arsenal too, man. Here's Iwobi. Elaborate corner routine. Oh, Chelsea get fortunate. Just leaning back there, Palacios. The two Real Madrid recruits. Dazzled at Castilla. Introduced in the first team. Wasn't that a handball by Anthony Robinson? I mean, he goes with his arm. Probably strikes him twice, man. He leans forward. It's not a handball, but there's a motion towards the ball, if you know what I mean. Well, last time he signed a Arsenal cast-off as our backup striker, that was Olivier Giroud. And ask any Chelsea fan, Olivier Giroud was money for us, man. That combination with Eden Hazard was just, wow, pure hoops. You saw him at Arsenal. Maybe Arsenal was the problem. Have you ever thought about that, Aman? You guys were, of course, in your banter era. That's now in the rearview mirror by the looks of it. And that was in his prime-ish area. I think he was second choice striker, wasn't he? Who was your first choice at the time? I think it was Giroud, wasn't it? Hato has to be careful. Good run this from King. Chelsea jockey with the defense there from Colville. It's a ball across the face of goal. Gusto's clearance is not very far. It's a strike, which is well blocked. Chelsea a bit on the ropes here. Here's Timothy Castagna. Oscar Bob. He can shimmy and shake. Good challenge by Hato. Again, close mouths, close the spaces. Fulham comfortable in the Chelsea half. Approaching the halfway point of the first half. It's been entertaining to say the very least. João Pedro giving Chelsea the perfect start. 30 seconds on the clock with a magnificent chip finish. Fulham is such a nothing side, says Gotham. Oh, Lacroix has bailed us out again. So far, so good. Maxence Lacroix. Fulham are making inroads here. Here's Sanderberg. Now Calvin Bassey. Oscar Bob, he's got Castagna holding the width on the right-hand side. Every player who's moved from Arsenal to Chelsea has won plenty. Exactly. And put it the other way around. Well, Kai Havertz and Madueke, unfortunately, are Premier League champions, but Kai Havertz had 2 goals and Madueke has 3. I'm not sure their contribution was Premier League champions worthy, but they did make the squad, so we'll give it to them. Oh, on the right-hand side, and Fulham do have the equalizer. King catches out Sanchez. That is very poor goalkeeping by Rob Sanchez, who's had a shaky start, and Chelsea's excellent start has been cancelled out. We can't say the goal hasn't been coming, but it's such a poor goal to concede, man. Alvaro Arbeloa has his first goal. Josh King, who had a goal cancelled out at Stamford Bridge last season, this time fires it past Sanchez, and it's 1-1. That is very poor goalkeeping, man. How is he beaten from there? There's enough power on it, but come on. He's let it burst through his hands. We talked about Sanchez's poor moments and how many can we tolerate here. He should never be beaten from there. No way. He's gambled for a cross. That is extremely poor goalkeeping, man. Romeo Lavia's reaction tells you the entire story. He's like, what the hell is that? Very good. Goalkeeping howler on match week 1. Tick. Bring in Penders now. Penders didn't even have a proper preseason, man. He joined so late. He didn't even play for Belgium. I didn't understand that from Mike Penders. He should have cut his Holiday is short. Get into the preseason quickly. At least have a chance. Sanchez was there back at Cobham. Looks like Chelsea are not going to be signing a goalkeeper in a while. Oh man, Sanchez, for all that poor moments, I expect something with him, like misplacing a pass with his feet. Chelsea are so careless in midfield, man. Reece James this time. All that good vibes just ruined. Piss keeping indeed. Karan, you're rightfully pissed off, and so was I. That should never have gone in. What a waste, man, but it wakes Chelsea up. Better the equalizer now than in the 70th or 80th minute, and then Chelsea, like headless chicken, tries to either salvage the point or go for the winner and end up losing. Xabi Alonso needs to drill things back here. We've had some positive moments. I do not like Reece James pressing so high up the pitch, though. He's been a bit careless in midfield with his one-touch passing, and I don't like him being like an auxiliary forward pressing with João Pedro. Probably going to see that with Enzo Fernandez, but not with Reece James, man. Don't vacate that midfield spot, especially not with Moises Caicedo not available. We have 2 yellow cards as well, mind you. This could go really bad for Chelsea. Levi Colwill and Romeo Lavia both on yellow cards. I've seen this movie before, man. Fucking hell. I mean, they work it far too easy. Again, Hato and Colwill just nowhere near there, but still, man. That's just pissed me off. Well, no clean sheet for Chelsea. Can rule out one of those fantasies that we are having pre-match. Knew this was going to be difficult, but the cameras know exactly what they're doing. It immediately pans out to Mike Penders. Penders has not done enough to start for Chelsea yet. We needed to see a bit from pre-season, but we haven't. There's a go up the... Again, Chelsea's so careless, man. Why? It's playing out the back business is costing us dearly. It's King who goes on the outside. Chelsea in real trouble here. Oh, Gonzalo Garcia leaning back. Doesn't get the right connection on it. Fulham can easily take the lead here. Here's Morgan Rogers. Don't lose the ball. He does. What a terrible decision for him to dribble there. Come on. Here's Sanderberg. Hato looks to pinch it. He loses out. This is terrible decision making. We're in so much trouble. How is it not 2-1? Chelsea cleared away. Fuck off, man. These guys are not serious. What is going on? Why do you commit there? Jarell Hato is having a stinker, mind you. Josh Achimpong, thankfully, man. You could see the big puff out of his cheeks. My heart rate is insane. It is freaking through the roof, man. This club, man, it's not healthy. If I ever have an offspring, if I have like nieces and nephews, I'll never tell them to support Chelsea, man. Why? Why would I do that? Like, pick it in your own volition. If you've seen something, make a decision, but I won't be putting on Chelsea jerseys and making them watch Chelsea matches. Don't subject them to that. It's not easy. It's not easy, bruv. Ken Hato, such a terrible decision to pinch in there, man. Great block by Josh Achimpong. Fantastic stuff. This could be the season where Josh makes that big leap. We were expecting him to start last season. Did start against Liverpool at the bridge. One long ball and Chelsea are opened up again. Oof. Again, we've played Jarell Hato as a left wing back for defensive cover and we're getting none of it. We might as well play Pedro Neto or Pep Chavaria there because Jarell Hato just gets done again. One long ball. He doesn't track the runner. He does the right thing of following Oscar Bob, but that left-hand side for Chelsea looking very, very shaky. Joshua King's having fun out there on that right-hand side. He's Carrington, you say, Gautam? Damn it. We always have the Cobham versus Carrington debate. Cobham clears, by the way. That's a foul on Cole Palmer. Second goal for Chelsea would be nice. Would be nice. Give him Martinez ASAP. Martinez had a failed move to Juventus, didn't he? I mean, it would be so cruel on Unai Emery and Aston Villa to take their keeper as well. They've seen their side being ripped away, and Unai Emery won't stand for it. But Look, Karan, we're going to have to evaluate the goalkeeping situation. It might be in-house with Penders, but like I said, Sanchez gets 3 of them in the entire season, and he's already used up 1. Like I said, howlers. I mean, we don't want to expect him like top corner saves and stuff like that. I'm expecting him to give us a lot of those saves that saves us points too. So in the end, it's like that differential, that plus minus. But this is a howler. This goes straight in the howler category. Yeah, dude. I mean, you should not do that with your kid as well with Arsenal, mind you. I mean, you had like 20 years of suffering. Don't do that to your kids. Chelsea in midfield is giving me a bit of anxiety. Here's Palmer on the right-hand side. Iwobi is rapid. He can keep pace with him. But Palmer on the outside. Great ball in. João Pedro! Oh, that's just wide. How does he miss? Palmer nearly gets his second assist. João Pedro nearly a brace. And on the 30-minute mark, Chelsea playing some great football there, courtesy of Cole Palmer. On his weaker right foot, he finds a perfect ball here to João Pedro, man. And you're expecting the net to ripple. Oh, the connection is good. The technique is fine. Leno stranded. I'm trying to keep up with the chats, but there's so much happening in the game here. And Fulham on the attack here. Sanchez punches well. Oh, Sanchez on that occasion saves us because Gonzalo Garcia was waiting for a tap in. Chelsea could... Oh, we need a bit of calm in this game here. We have no midfield solutions as well. These guys are going to have to do it as well. Just clear it, Sanchez. Oof, he does. Whew! When I'm playing for them, might as well get them. Keeper issue has been plaguing us for a while. It has, man. Keeper issues since Thibaut Courtois has been killing us. Edouard Mendy gave us a fantastic season. But other than that, goalkeeper, oof, big problems. Never succeed with a wanker goal. Take it from me. Yeah, we know, man. I've seen us with terrible keepers for a while now. Courtois left us in 2018. Yeah, it's now 8 years. We need a serious keeper. Sanchez there. Oof. This first half has not been good for the heart rate. I like the second goal, though. We are creating. That's the best. I mean, that's a good part. At least it's not been like an absence of chances. Joao Cole and Morgan have all had shots. All in the box, too. So be patient. Just cut out the stupid moments, man. Just be confident. Just don't give unnecessary things away. That's all you're asking of Chelsea, man. Don't self-implode. 7 shots for each, 2 on target for both. This is a proper derby, man. The fixture list, whoever was making this one, he knew what he was cooking with this one. Malo Gusto under a bit of pressure. But that's the thing, right? Because we're playing both fullbacks as wingbacks, I expect a lot more security at the back. It's fine if they don't commit forward. If we have the ball, they can dribble forward, but there's no need to make those unnecessary runs forward and leave a shot at the back. When we see the likes of maybe Kenda or Neto as wingbacks, then we can talk about being attacking on those flanks. So far, so good. Lavia, brilliant. Cole Palmer. Now Joao Pedro. He's got Morgan Rogers for company. Morgan Rogers' first touch is good. Here's Morgan Rogers with the strike. It's well blocked. And on the follow-up, it is straight at Leno. Reece catches it well. Chelsea attacking again. Come on. We're getting close, man. Good play by Romeo Lavia. Everybody getting involved. Joao Pedro finding Morgan Rogers. I like the non-hesitation in him to shoot. And Reece James on his left foot catches it sweet. Gautam, you're giving me a stat, but thankfully Maxence Lacroix wins the duel. Lacroix has been good, man. Rogers, keep the ball, and he does very nicely. Gautam, I'm going to get back to that stat very quickly. Chelsea on the attack. Here's Malo Gusto. Cole Palmer. At least my team is entertaining. I don't want to be one of those teams, though. I want to be a team that wins. Here's Reece James. Cole Palmer. Want to stat that Fulham goal? A goalkeeper would expected to save 97%. Just get out, man. Why are you giving me these stats? What am I going to do with it? Here's on the right-hand side. It's Achimpong, of all people, from right side at centre half. He makes a bit of width on the right-hand side. Here's the skipper, James. Here's Maxence Lacroix. Levi Colville. Always thought that Lacroix as the centre back and Levi on the left might not be the best balance in terms of Chelsea playing out the back, because Levi as the centre back and Chelsea play excellent football because of his line breakers. Maxence is a different kind of centre half, more for presence, pace, 6'5", strong with the duels. And Levi on the left can start our attacks. Acheampong's attacking again on the right hand side. This is a great carry. Acheampong with the cross. Corner for Chelsea. The Chelsea set pieces last season were a shambles. We need this season, the set pieces have to be good, man. So Reece James and Enzo Fernandez being our main corner takers. That has to change. Reece might take it today because I don't see Chelsea with too many obvious corner takers. Levi Colville has to be careful. He's on a yellow card. Nothing foolish. It's Morgan Rogers who takes it short. Reece James in the half space crosses it into the box. Hato attacks it. Lavia! Oh! The most unlikeliest of goal scorer. What a save by Bernd Leno. Chelsea have done more than enough, man, to get the second here. Interesting corner routine. Reece James in the half space. It breaks kindly here for Lavia. It's a good save. Good attacking save there by Bernd Leno. Immediately tries to smother it. Lavia goes front post. Probably 2-1. Chelsea have created chances, guys. Quite a few in the first half. I'll take that as a positive. The goal is a freakish one. Reece James's corner is very good, but Leno punches. Keep the ball. Keep the ball. Don't do anything foolish. Cole Palmer turns brilliantly. Palacios, that's a foul, and that should be a yellow card. The Spaniard, that's a cynical foul. He should be getting a yellow for it. Palmer is convinced, and he might get a yellow card for petulance. I mean, that's a yellow card, man. What am I missing? He's grabbed the jersey. Fuck off. That's a yellow card. Palmer has every reason to be furious with that. That is a terrible decision. Another free kick for Chelsea. There's the ex-Villa set-piece coach. I need to get his name right. Guys, put in the chat. Manny. We need to put some respect on our coaches here. Who's our set-piece coach? Seen him at Villa for ages. That had to be a yellow, man, Karan. That's a scandalous decision. Free kick for Chelsea. Decent ball in, but it's cleared away. It should have been a yellow card for sure. I never expect referees to give us decisions anyway. I'm Chelsea, I'm Jabi Alonso. You always say you have to account for refs being against you. It's just been the case for ages. You're never going to get those 50-50s. Even the obvious calls. Hato's had a nightmare today, man. He's had a very, very poor game. That one run aside, he's had a forgetful first half. I wasn't happy with Chelsea going with Malo Gusto and Jarell Hato as a wing-back, as that's too defensive, but I understood that decision because Chelsea don't have Moises Caicedo in the squad. Poor header, man. Jarell Hato, keep your eyes open. Head that out of play if needed. He's heading it back into danger areas. Again, this is a very irresponsible first half from Jarell Hato, man. Austin McPhee. My research is lacking. Damn it, you guys caught me off guard. And now we remember and we never forget. Here's Cuenca. Sanderberg. Sweating. I mean, what is this game, man? We've done more than enough to get the second or even the third, if you ask me. We're going to see this a lot against Chelsea, where keepers just bypass the Chelsea press with long passes forward. We're going to need that presence. Acheampong, Colville and Maxence Lacroix is a physical enough back three. Hato gets caught under the ball. Again, he looks to follow King. Here's Oscar Bob. Castagna is holding the width on the right-hand side. Here is the Belgium. That's a clever pass. Sanderberg's first touch is very poor, but he breaks kindly here for him. Here's Calvin Bassey with the strike. Reece James with a good block. It falls kindly on the left-hand side. Robinson. It's Alex Iwobi. Here's the ex-Arsenal man. Iwobi would love a goal against Chelsea. He has scored against us at the bridge, I think. Great turn away from Acheampong. Critical challenge. Here's Sanderberg. Oscar Bob. Fulham on the ascendancy. Here's the Norwegian with the switch of play on the left-hand side. Sanchez, gather. Sanchez gathers. Whew. Every attack is a heart attack. Joao Pedro trying to bring that down. Again, he's a handful for centre halves, and Morgan Rogers pinches it, and Calvin Bassey's out of position. Come on, Chelsea, profit from this. Here's Joao Pedro. Oh, he turns into trouble, but he gets the foul. No yellow card, ref? If he didn't book Palacios before, he's not going to book King for that challenge on Joao Pedro. Again, that's a bad challenge on Joao, man. I don't know if it's a stamp on the side of the foot, but sore one there for the Brazilian. Free kick for Chelsea. Austin McPhee will be on the sidelines. Take it short again. Not seen balls being chucked into the box. Here's Achimpong. Malo Gusto played that outstanding through pass for Joao Pedro in that game against Sociedad for Chelsea's third and Joao Pedro's second. The finish was absolutely brilliant too. Cole Palmer with a lovely touch to get away from the challenge on the right-hand side. Oh, it's a turn from Maxence Lacroix, puts in the cutback, and it's Morgan Rogers to give Chelsea the lead. The £117 million man opens his Chelsea account with the very first game. Come on, Morgan Rogers. And it's the two summer signings, Maxence Lacroix and Morgan Rogers combining, and Chelsea thoroughly deserved that second goal. Come on. It has been coming, Gotham. Oh, yes, yes. Let's go. That is a confidence-boosting goal. Well, Cole Palmer, you're next because Joao Pedro and Morgan Rogers both on the score sheet, but this doesn't happen without Cole Palmer. Look at Maxence Lacroix, man. It's absolutely sensational from him. The centre-back finds himself at right wing. Look at this. Oh, sends Cuenca to the shops and puts in a perfect cutback. I think he wanted to find Joao Pedro. It found Morgan Rogers instead. And it's the two new boys that combine. Xabi Alonso celebrates and he knows that goal has been coming. Well, we're going to see the ice cold celebration from the man who originated it, Morgan Rogers. Where is Leno going? I didn't even see Leno's positioning there. It was all a blur, man. Maxence Lacroix on the right-hand side gave me stars. What a touch. That is by Cole Palmer. Now on the right-hand side, Malo Gusto with a heavy touch. Shows too much to Cuenca, but it falls kindly. Rogers, come on, man. He could have taken a touch and laid that off. Chelsea could have gotten the third before half-time. Achimpong, brilliant. Excellent. Every excellent Josh Achimpong action will be cheered on this channel. I'm sorry, guys. Excellent, brilliant first half from him. Here's Reece James to JP. Hato on the left-hand side. JP completely ignores him. JP knows that Hato's had a shit show for first half. He doesn't even find him there. He goes to Reece instead. He's like, you don't deserve the ball here. Fix up, and then maybe I'll pass it to you. Here's Lacroix. Achimpong. Cole Palmer. Might be a foul there by Robinson. Cole goes down too easily. Don't foul him. Don't foul him. Don't lose your head. He does the right thing. Lavia, don't jump in. Maxence, don't jump in. They both have. And Chelsea win the ball back, though. That will work. Come on. That's an exaggeration. That was not a foul. Get up. And he does get up. Nice try. Here's Hato. Reece. Clever. Oh, he finds the run of Malo Gusto in that half space. What's Malo Gusto doing in that half space? I'm getting Enzo Maresca flashbacks again. Here's Lavia. Achimpong. Cole Palmer. Oh, a third before halftime would be yummy. Achimpong loses it, but Lavia cool as ice. Lavia's had a better 20 minutes in the second half. First half, rather. Levi finds Hato. Well, Valentin Bako is another option on that left-hand side. I think we might have to experiment with either Bako or Pep Chavaria as the left wing-back. Bako has played in the Premier League for Brighton. Was it Strasbourg last season? Chelsea win the ball back high up the pitch again. Brilliant. It's Cole Palmer now. Cole Palmer! Oh! Leno stranded. Chelsea's front three nearly all get on the score sheet there. Again, Cole looking for options. Just looks to curl it. Oh, that's not too far, you know. He's got the whip on it. Again, Cuenca doesn't close him, but Cole's fake just makes it very unsure. That is very close, man. Leno came out of his goal because Lacroix had the ball in an impossible shooting angle. Well, Lacroix in that position had everybody bamboozled. Look at what he did to Cuenca, man. Cuenca's not going to survive. JP with a clever hook pass. Morgan Rogers trying to pounce on the back pass there. Castagna does well. Rogers has worked hard. Chelsea have won the ball high up the pitch so many times in this first half. It's been a great positive. The chance creations, another huge positive. It's only that freaking Sanchez mistake that has ruined what has been a good first half, man. We knew it's not going to be straightforward. A couple of yellow cards do bother me. And it's not two decisions that we can make in terms of obvious changes because I don't want to see Hato at left centre back. Colwell has to continue. Might end up getting caught. Chelsea are defending half spaces. Achimpong with another pick up here. Joao Pedro trying to turn. Does the right thing there, but doubled on that occasion. 2 minutes of added on time remaining in this first half. It has been a hectic first 45 minutes in the Matchweek 1 closer, man. Great entertainment for the neutrals. Very stressful as a Chelsea fan. Here's Bob. Up against Hato. Don't get done here. Bob doesn't have the pace, but he does have the trickery. Good work there by Lavia. Lavia, again, last 20 minutes. Huge thumbs up. Lavia, Achimpong, Lacroix, again, so many crucial interceptions. Did lose the ball on one occasion, but he gets the assist too for that all-important second. They're not even contending or even close to the title unless Sanchez goes. Kind there's going to be a lot has to change before Chelsea are in the contending spot. Don't forget, we finished 10th, man. And under the Blue Co ownership, that's 2 bottom half finishes in 4 years. We are not talking title yet. Yes, I understand these are special circumstances because Chelsea have no European football at all. There's a lot of optimism, but let's not get carried away. We need to see a hard chunk of evidence and consistent evidence. Again, I'm not going to doubt. We've got players, man. We've got players all over the park. I know Sanchez is a weak link, but we're nowhere there. Just by bring in, say, I mean, talk about a world-class keeper. Chelsea did end up trying to go for Mike Mannion, but they lowballed the shit out of AC Milan, getting 8 million quid for the bid when AC Milan were asking for something like 20, which is still very low for a supposed top keeper. Supposed top keeper. He is a top keeper. First choice for France. Morgan Rogers has had some good moments here. That's a foul. Castagna, no booking, ref. 0 yellow cards for Fulham. A bit dubious. But that's the thing, Mike Mannion, right? Everybody says Mike Mannion, but I don't think it's as cut and thrust or as obvious as saying you put Mike Mannion in the team and Chelsea immediately become title contenders. Improve, sure. Don't tell me Mike Mannion won't be making mistakes as well. Again, I'm not defending Rob Sanchez, mind you. I'm the last one to do so. Some of the times, I'll never forgive him till that Declan Rice goal at the bridge, man. We were coasting, 2-0 up. Kylo Mudryk scored the second. I remember that. Just gives the ball away. Arsenal get that equalizer. And then, anyways, I digress. It's halftime at Craven Cottage, and it's been a brilliant first half in terms of a watch. Joao Pedro gave us the perfect start 30 seconds in with a brilliant chip finish. Cole Palmer sliding it through perfectly. Chelsea conceded a needless equalizer after Rob Sanchez gets beaten in an inexplicable manner. But Chelsea responded brilliantly, man. We could have gotten that second courtesy of Joao Pedro after Cole Palmer's right-footed cutback. It was on the volley. Slightly difficult chance, but Joao did everything right, just not on target. But few minutes later, Morgan Rogers opened his Chelsea account for the first time in a competitive game, and it was Maxence Lacroix, the other new Chelsea boy, who created the goal. Brilliant wing play on the right-hand side from the centre half, leaving Cuenca for dead and cutting across for Morgan Rogers. Just kept that on target. He kept it low with a bit of power, and it was 2-1, and we cannot say Chelsea don't deserve it. Half-time. Fulham 1, Chelsea 2. Whew. That was stressful. That was very stressful as a first half. And the worst part is the second half is going to get even worse. We know it. Unless we get the cushion goal, and by cushion I mean the third and the fourth, it's not going to be a comfortable viewing. Let's have a quick look at both benches, whether or not Fulham have enough potency, because Gonzalo Garcia barely involved. Palacios should have seen a yellow card. Haven't seen him involved as well. It's been Joshua King who's been the most potent attacker for Fulham. Oh man, Fulham have some gunners on their bench. We are not safe, guys. We are not safe by a long margin. They've got Munoz, who has scored at Stamford Bridge, remember, in the 92nd minute. I remember that for a Fulham winner. He's on the bench. He is a handful. I'm expecting him to come on in the second half very swiftly. They have Emil Smith Rowe, and they've got that tricky Brazilian winger, Kevin, who is the closest in terms of profile to Vinicius Jr., man. Watch it, it's uncanny. You watch it once, you'll not see him anything else. So Fulham do have gunners on the bench. Chelsea cannot take this lightly. In terms of changes at halftime, Manny, I'm not making any right now. Hato has to come off. I'm going to give him maybe another 10 minutes. And the change would be Valentin Barco and not Pep Chavaria, because Barco is more accustomed, more in tune. Chavaria has not had a preseason. He's had few minutes against Sociedad, but Valentin Barco, I would trust him to be a lot more assured with possession, with Chelsea needing to be a lot more assured in possession in the second half. Keep the ball nicely. We've seen it in terms of the way that we've created chances. Cole Palmer has dazzled. He's got the assist. He should have had a goal. He could have had another assist. JP, he looks like he's on his verge of breaking that number 9 curse. He got the goal with the debuting the number 9, so that works in our favor. Morgan Rogers, always nice to see the big money signing get his first goal in the very first game. So a lot of positives. Chelsea have had a few nervy moments. Remember, Lavia and Levi Colwill both on yellow cards. That's something to certainly keep an eye on, because Chelsea did have 8 red cards last season. We even had one in the last game of the season, man, where Wesley Fofana picked up a second yellow card. So we're not free of red cards. Anyway, guys, I will be back for the second half action. About give me a soft 5 and I'll be back. We'll discuss about what changes Chelsea could possibly make in that second 45 minutes. I don't expect Chelsea to make changes at halftime. Arbeloa could be a bit in a mood to gamble, might go with the 2 up front, or maybe push Garcia on the left hand side and put Rodrigo Muniz as the centre forward. Muniz is a handful, and him versus Lacroix will be a battle to watch out for in the second half. Anyways, halftime, I can't have too many complaints. Sanchez, I'm looking at you, brother. No more mistakes. Karan, I'm just going to leave the clock on for a bit. I'll be back in the second half and then I'll reset the clock, yeah? Well, guys, we're back underway for second half action. First half was nervy as hell, but Chelsea did end up taking the lead courtesy of Morgan Rogers. So Joao Pedro gave us the goal. Josh King getting the equalizer with a Rob Sanchez howler in goal, getting beaten at the near post inexplicably. But Chelsea did create quite a few fair of chances, and we need to absolutely kill this game off because Fulham do have players on the bench that can give us problems. Well, it's fantastic to see that JP and Morgan Rogers have both been on the score sheet. Cole Palmer has registered an assist. And now, whether or not Cole can get on the score sheet so that all three of our forwards can bag on the very first game of the season, we wait and see. The clock has been reset, guys. I see that's been a very anxiety filled thing for you guys, but it's been done. We're ready for the second half. I don't expect Chelsea to make any changes. Whether or not Fulham follows suit, they do have Emil Smith Rowe, Rodrigo Muniz on the bench who can cause us problems. Kevin off the bench does certainly cause us problems on the wing. Can Chelsea start off the 26-27 campaign with a victory, or will Fulham pull themselves back into this contest and possibly look to win this game here? Massive 45 minutes coming up here live at Craven Cottage. Let's go, boys. And we're off and running. Come on, no more foolishness. Arbeloa's side did cause Chelsea enough problems, especially with those long balls bypassing the Chelsea midfield press. Romeo Lavia and Reece James have been tasked with manning the midfield here with no Moises Caicedo available. He's not even in the squad after picking up an injury. Enzo Fernandez is on the bench though. Might see him in the last half an hour for Chelsea. The quad does well to find Cole Palmer on the right-hand side. Chelsea did have a few deficiencies. One of them wasn't Josh Achimpong. He had a brilliant first half. Outstanding to see that. A couple of crucial blocks. Great carry of the ball. A lot of composure in his defending. More of the same, please. Reece James with a beautiful switch out onto the left-hand side. Jarell Hato would have a tough first half. Plays the 1-2 here with Morgan Rogers. Timothy Castagna is there for company. Hato with a good bit of dribbling. Keeps the ball. Here's Morgan Rogers. Rogers, great close control here to keep the ball, but waiting for a bit of an out pass. Here is Jarell Hato. Romeo Lavia. Reece James. Good possession this for Chelsea in the Fulham half. Levi Colville. Jarell Hato now. Colville again. Don't make mistakes. Lavia, heavy first touch, slips it through. Joao Pedro, lovely turn. Joao Pedro's shot is blocked by Cuenca. And Romeo Lavia again, his aggressiveness is benefiting Chelsea, but he is on a yellow card, so he has to toe that line very, very carefully. JP is convinced that was shoulder to shoulder on Timothy Castagna. Decent start this from Chelsea in the second half. We need that third, guys. We need it quickly. What's up, K Baldy? Welcome to the stream, brother. Long time no see, indeed. The Chelsea have played well. It's a shame that we're just a goal up here. The goal we conceded was such an avoidable goal. Rob Sanchez letting one at the near post. There was a lot of chatter on the chat that Chelsea will not go places without a serious goalkeeper. And Rob Sanchez, fortunately, dropping a clanger on Matchweek 1. Pretty good start so far, K Baldy. I'm not going to lie, but we have to finish the job. Fulham have weapons on the bench, but so do Chelsea. Giovanni Kenda, Estevao, Enzo Fernandez all can come on and make a difference for the Blues. Here's Colville. Good defending from him. Hato's pass finds JP. Here's Lavia. Brilliant line breaker there onto the right-hand side. Now Cole Palmer can open up and have a run on the right-hand side. He's got Malo Gusto for company. Cole Palmer ignores Gusto. Goes by his lonesome. Brilliant. Look at Cole Palmer go. He's trying to do too much, but he still breaks for him. Cole Palmer nearly curls in a peach. He wants a corner. He's not going to get it. That is sensational stuff by Cole Palmer in tight spaces, man. They can't touch him. They can't get near him. He just eases past the challenge of Palacio and then Anthony Robinson. Fantastic feat. He has a case. That has come off Cuenca, man. That should have been a corner for Chelsea. No, I don't think it touched Cuenca. That angle was clear. Palmer was just trying to use the Spaniard. Ken Lavia wins another duel in midfield. That has been critical. Romeo Lavia's first 20 minutes was difficult, but he has certainly stepped up. Sanchez goes long. Decent flick on header there by Morgan Rogers. And now Joao Pedro can have a run here. He's got Cuenca for company. It's Sanderberg actually. He slips it through for Cole Palmer from a tight angle. And all three Chelsea forwards are on the score sheet. Cole Palmer adds the third early into the second half. Chelsea 3-1 to the good. Joao Pedro with the assist. Cole Palmer with the goal. And the roles have been reversed from the first. And Chelsea are 3-1 to the good. Yeah, he might be off, Manny. We have to see whether or not Morgan Rogers was offside from the flick on. But the finish from Cole is top, man. Improbable angle. He still squeezes it through. Let's have a quick look at the replay here and hope that nobody's offside. Oh, JP is in his own half. That goal will stand. Brilliant flick on header by Morgan Rogers. JP does the right thing. He just waits, and then slips it through to Cole Palmer, who's onside by a mile. Look at this finish to nutmeg. Bernd Leno. He is onside, mate. He is very much onside. And now I can change the scoreline. How good does this feel, boys, where all three forwards are on the score sheet? The ice cold celebration breaks out again. JP, Morgan Rogers, and Cole Palmer all on the score sheet and Matchweek 1. Now come on, Chelsea, add the fourth, add the fifth. Be ruthless. Do not let Fulham back in this game. Come on, Karan, we will enjoy that. The first half was not fully enjoyable, but Hato can make this even better here. Jarrell Hato bursting through, chops in, slips it through. Oh, he does the right thing. Morgan Rogers' effort blocked away, and now Fulham on the counter-attack. Oh, that should have been 4 for Chelsea, man. Hato does really well, and he does the right thing. Here's Palacios. Fulham getting open by one long ball. Wow. Oh, we need more, Karan. We absolutely need more. We can smell blood. And we have to be like sharks. We have to attack. Here's Anthony Robinson. His pass intercepted by Cole Palmer. Chelsea on the break have been devastating. Palmer hangs on to possession, does the right thing, but he's overdoing it. Please don't make a mistake. He does make a mistake. Hato has been cleaned out. Ref! That's a yellow card. Timothy Castagna goes lunging in on Hato. How is that not a yellow card? Craig Pawson is on the take here, man. Cole Palmer, that is so irresponsible, mind you. He's taken like 10 extra touches and then he plays a dangerous pass to Hato. I think Castagna gets the ball there first, so you can understand why that's not a yellow card. This was a chance. Brilliant pass by Joao Pedro to Jarrell Hato. He does everything right here, Hato. Anthony Robinson, critical. Well, Hato could have gone for Cole Palmer towards the far stick. Gautam, you did tell me 3-1, but your predictions when it comes to Chelsea is just for one thing and one thing only. Let's not pretend otherwise. He did get the full ball. You can understand why Castagna was pissed off. That was such a risky pass by Cole, man. I don't want to see Cole Palmer in that position again. That's a better pass by Cole, and Joao Pedro can make something of it. Calvin Bassey is quick and physical. Gets across. Joao Pedro's such a problem, man, for centre-halves. All over the pitch, that too. And he's a lethal finisher on top of it. 50 million quid in this market. 50 million for Joao and 40 million for Cole. For all the shit Blue and Co have taken, that is two unbelievable pieces of business. Here's Iwobi. I'm surprised Iwobi has been in the pivot alongside Sanderberg, the Norwegian. Here's Oscar Bob. Fulham need to make subs here. Rodrigo Muniz has to be the first name. Gonzalo Garcia might see his evening being cut short. He has had very little service, nor has he had involvements. Summer off for Palmer. Thank you, Thomas Tuchel. And thank you, Carlo Ancelotti, for keeping Joao Pedro in-house too, man. It's changed our lives. Cole Palmer with another summer of football. We're not looking at this Cole Palmer. He had a terrible season last season and he still managed 10 goals in the league. That's the kind of elite production this guy has. Cannot kill it. Oh, that's terrible. Chelsea in real trouble. Sanchez is saved. And on the follow-up, Gonzalo Garcia pulls a goal back. Sanchez, again, questionable goalkeeping, but it falls so kindly. Again, Chelsea a mess at the back. Gonzalo Garcia on debut scores. All eyeballs will be on Rob Sanchez again. Again, who gets caught out here? Levi Colville. That's poor defending. He's very much onside. That is ace forward work there by Gonzalo Garcia because he has no time to react. He just has to keep his header on target. Terrible, man. Why can't we have nice things? When we thought a fourth would be nice, now it's necessary. This second half has caught on fire. It's been a 5-goal thriller to close out match week 1. Oh boy, did we miss the Premier League, but it's back with a bang, man. Jeez. Some of these games have been ridiculous. Full credit to Fulham. Luckily, Chelsea had the third, that Cole Palmer goal. Oof, if it was 2-2, it would have been a nervy 40-odd minutes. Fulham Road derby on fire indeed. Lavia, oh, he's broken through the challenge here. Chelsea in trouble. Here's Anthony Robinson. He's got the... Oh, what a ball that is from Robinson. Thankfully, he's overhit that, but Bob keeps it in play. He's up against Jarell Hato and he beats him with ease. Here's Oscar Bob on his left foot. He can cause Chelsea real problems now. Sanderberg on the right-hand side. Here's Castagna on his left foot. Crosses it into the box. Sanchez with a comfortable gather. Oh, this is such an uncomfortable game now. Well, Karan, I completely understand with your Sanchez rage, but I gotta atone a lot more blame to Levi Colville on that one, man. He has to do better. It's weak defending. It really is. Hato again on his heels. He's nowhere there. He's never on the cover. He's never tucked in. Gonzalo Garcia, everything about him reminds me of Chicharito. Now scoring against Chelsea just reinforces that. I told you, Gautam, I told you this before kickoff. That's a big fumble by Real Madrid. Yes, they have Carlos Espi, who can turn out to be a very good second striker, but they did end up getting good money for Gonzalo Garcia, but it's your academy player. You could have trusted him as your second striker. So Xabi Alonso did place a lot of faith in him in his short time as Real Madrid manager. Lavia gets turned. Fulham keeping the ball nicely. Why am I sensing a Fulham equalizer here? I can feel it in my bones. Lavia does well, and it's a corner for Fulham. Oof. Again, 2 completely avoidable goals that Chelsea concede. We've seen the good and the bad of Chelsea. Yeah, keeper parries it straight into the path of Garcia. That's true as well. Sadly, Sanchez, you can hold all of the blame for the first one, and I would give him 50-50 for the second. Colville should have gotten rid of that much better, man. Corner for Fulham. Sanchez caught underneath, but that's a good grab. Better from Sanchez. Well, Chelsea need the fourth now. We certainly do need the fourth. Sanchez's throw out is a very good one here to Cole Palmer. Palmer's touch is heavy, and then Cuenca just hammers that to Rhodes' head. 3 goals in the first half, 2 in the second. This has delivered, and for the neutrals, it's been a yummy old game. 2 ex-Real Madrid managers going hammer and tongs. Chelsea with 16 shots, 6 on target for the 3 goals scored. Fulham with 4 shots on target, 2 ending up in the back of the net. Xabi Alonso might have aged a day in an hour of football already. JP with the flick-on header. Again, Rodrigo Muniz, his introduction gives me a lot of anxiety because he has scored against Chelsea in the past and he'll be up for it. He can give us a lot of problems. Sanchez has one more in him, I believe. We talked about 3 clangers all season, right? The first one is a clanger. The second one, I'm not really putting that as a clanger. It is a mistake, but he's running on thin ice already, man. If he get away with this one, Xabi Alonso will probably have to have a word with his countrymen here saying that going to get another game. If we have to make the change, we have to make the change with Mike Penders. Approaching the hour mark, Hato. This is again all this just needless stuff, man. He takes an age to release the throw in, and it's Fulham ball. What is this thing, man? We're watching schoolboy stuff. New rules for the throw in. I'm all for it. What the hell is Hato doing, man? I know you want to try and slow the pace of the game down, but be serious. Lacroix with the foul there on Gonzalo Garcia was having a lot more of a threat now. That goal would have certainly perked him up, buoyed his spirits after an anonymous first 45 minutes. Here's Oscar Bob. If Chelsea throw points being 3-1 up, I'm going to blow a gasket on match week 1, man. On a Monday night, these guys will not let me rest. Here's Iwobi. Calvin Bassey. Good possession this for Fulham in the Chelsea half. Castagna. Arbeloa will be telling his players that try and sniff out the equaliser here and have a grandstand finish in the final half an hour. Chelsea can make a change at left wing back. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Actually, I'm kind of encouraging it from here. There's a cross by Sander Berg. It's cleared away by Lacroix. Another interception for Maxence Lacroix. Here's Iwobi. Palacios. Iwobi. Robinson. Back to Palacios. Good defending Achimpong. Well, Cobham might need to produce another left-sided centre half here. Someone in the ilk of Josh Achimpong. That would be nice. I don't know the name of the Chelsea kid in the under-18s or the under-21s, but he looks exactly like Reece James and he plays like Reece James, man. Looks like Chelsea have cloned another gem. Half an hour remaining. That's a good win there by Lavia. Oh, Rogers loses the ball. You cannot lose it there. Chelsea in real trouble now. Here's Oscar Bob. He can go for goal himself. Decides to take far too many touches. Chelsea survive. Morgan Rogers, come on. More responsible with the ball. Bassey goes for the switch. Thankfully, it's overhit. Chelsea survive. Oh, the 4th goal's needed, boys. Oh, we need it. Oscar Bob could have taken the shot early on. Just delays it a fraction and Chelsea managed to shut him down. Arbeloa, you bum, get on Kevin and run at Hato. I think Kevin will, if he's going to come on, he's going to play as left winger. There's Palestra, Caicedo and Jordan Henderson alongside Wesley Fofana. Chelsea in the Fulham box now. Rogers floats it in. Nearly finds its way, but Reece James keeps it alive. Malo Gusto just tries to recycle. Achimpong with a beautiful first touch. He's had a great game here, Josh Achimpong. Hopefully, this performance should be enough to start against Brighton at home. You got tough start, man. Fulham away, Brighton at home, Arsenal away. Lacroix with a nice line breaker. Rogers. Joao Pedro with the strike. Oh, he could have released Cole Palmer, went for goal himself. Joao Pedro just pulls the trigger at anger. But if Kevin is coming on, he's probably going to play left wing. Enzo Fernandez is warming up. So is Pedro Neto. Both players have been linked with moves away from Chelsea. Xabi Alonso might be looking for a bit of experience here to not just close out the game, but find that 4th. There's a bit of panic on the Chelsea bench. Xabi Alonso trying to get as much info as possible from his assistants. Chelsea win it again in midfield. Lavia. Oh, that's a heavy-ish pass by Rogers, but it finds Cole Palmer. Again, the angle was tight. Rogers' pass has to be better. Can we win the ball high up the pitch? Here's Iwobi. Game looking a bit stretched, but Chelsea back into position quickly. The 3-4-3 very much on display off the ball. Now going into a back 5. If Chelsea do bring on Pedro Neto, he's going to be for one of the It should be Jarell Hato, but Chelsea become a lot more attacking, but there's a lot more experience on that left-hand side with Neto as the wing-back. Oh, there's a chance here. Hato does really well. Good composed defending. Now, don't mess up. He does mess up. Thankfully, he's fouled. Come on, Hato, man. Every time I try to root for you, you do something foolish. Just get rid. He's suffering from cramps. It's been a difficult game for him, but he does really well here. Come on. Now, just look for the pass. He tries to carry in the box. This is not the place to do it. Absolutely not, Jarell Hato. It's been a forgetful game, and if Chelsea do end up winning, we're going to give you a pass for it, but this has been a concerning game. Considering you're the replacement for Mark Cucurella, who's been such an assured defender for us over the years. It looks like Hato's time is up, and it's not Pedro Neto's coming on. It's going to be Pep Chavarria for his first appearance for the Blues. A cut and thrust to the Premier League for the ex-Rayo Vallecano man, and Enzo Fernandez is coming on as well in midfield. Romeo Lavia's off. Lavia, I can say the first 20 minutes were a struggle, but the next 40, good performance. No need for 90 minutes for Lavia now, especially we don't know the extent of Caicedo's injury. Lavia becomes all the more important. Enzo Fernandez, now alongside Pep Chavarria. Reece and Enzo in midfield is a bit stressful. Hato, you're forgiven for this performance, but you better fix up. Pep Chavarria, number 29. Boost for Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's going to get booed at every away ground he goes, because he did score the equalizer against England in that World Cup semi-final. It was a magnificent thumper. And of course, he went and cupped his ears. What else is he supposed to do? I don't understand. There's a lot of reasons to boo Enzo Fernandez. That isn't one of them. Here's Rogers. Finds Enzo. Enzo in the pivot now. That's going to be his new home at Chelsea for the foreseeable future. Chelsea's ball retention in midfield should improve with Enzo Fernandez there. Here's Achumpong, who remains excellent. Cole Palmer, great feet. He wriggles away from the challenge. Finds Josh Achumpong, fires that towards... There were 3 Chelsea players queuing up. The offside flag has been raised though. Well, boost for Enzo is more from the Fulham fans, I'm sure, rather than the Chelsea fans in their few numbers in the away side. Fulham are bringing on the number 19. It's Shea Charles. Oscar Bob off. With Pep Chavarria and Shea Charles, 2 new players are going to have to go head-to-head there. Arbeloa, not bringing on Kevin, is a good thing for Chelsea. Bob had a decent game, but then not decisive enough in the final third. It's going to be a nervy 25-odd minutes plus stoppage time. Good flick on header there by Anthony Robinson. Gonzalo Garcia runs the channel but doesn't find the pass for Palacios. Here's Alex Iwobi. Reece James shut down there. Throw in for the Blues. Chelsea making the double substitution with Enzo and Pep Chavarria coming on. Chavarria was what, 18 million pounds? I think that was the final figure at the end. Joao Pedro does find Enzo Fernandez. Fires that towards Joao Pedro. Good football this from Chelsea. Morgan Rogers onto the right-hand side to Malo Gusto. Gusto clips it in towards the far stick. Chavarria here. Can he get it down? Pep Chavarria clips it back in. That's a poor ball in. Bit of panic there from the substitute. Lacroix up against Gonzalo Garcia. Lacroix is strong. And he does well enough. Should be Chelsea ball. Chance there for Chelsea, man. Enzo Fernandez immediately just fires that towards Joao Pedro. Lacroix is having a fantastic Chelsea debut here. Assist aside, he's done a lot of good things. Here's Cole Palmer. Finds Achumpong. Reece James. Got 3 Cobham boys on the pitch. All 3 started. Here's Enzo Fernandez, the vice captain. But for how long? Achumpong. Cole Palmer. Good possession this from Chelsea. We do need to slow the pace of the game, not make it a basketball game. Clever pass by Enzo Fernandez. Josh Achumpong on the right-hand side with a cutback here. Good block by Cuenca. Oh, Chelsea have committed too many bodies forward here. Have to make sure we run back and fill up the spaces in midfield. It is very vacant, and there is that space in midfield. Good touch there by Palacios, but Maxence Lacroix, excellent. His pace is really helpful, man. Seen a lot of leadership this from Maxence Lacroix. Even if he doesn't win the first ball, no panic. He trusts his recovery pace. More often than not, he's coming away with the ball. Here's Reese. We got the captain and vice captain in the pivot now. That should be enough experience between the two. Palmer with a clever turn away from Iwobi. Now Achimpong was finding a lot of freedom and license on the right-hand side. Here's Malo Gusto. Oh, poor work on the far side there by Malo. Enzo Fernandez has looked bright since coming on. Some good crisp passes. Of course, there's going to be a lot of off-field chatter, but as long as Enzo is switched on and plays in the responsible manner that we know he's capable of doing, we should be okay. But if Chelsea do end up selling Enzo Fernandez, boys, let me know in the comments section in terms of your preference, in terms of who's going to replace Enzo Fernandez if he ends up leaving for Manchester City. Valentin Barco is getting readied here. He might slot into midfield alongside Reese, but that's a risky thing because we lose a bit of physicality in midfield. Here's Cole, studs on the ball, very confident. Enzo, Maxence Lacroix, back to Enzo Fernandez. It's going to take a bit of use to seeing Enzo deep in the own half. You've seen him in the last 2 seasons be as the number 10. Brought originally when he was playing under Graham Potter, did start as the 6, had the number 5 on his back at that time. Switched to number 8, and we've seen him be a lot more progressive since then. Here's João Pedro. Clever turn away from Calvin Bassey. Heavy touch, throw in for goal kick. Reese in midfield if Enzo leaves. Well, no, that's not enough, Manny. I mean, Reese is an option in midfield, but we need to make a signing. Like, if Enzo leaves, we have to make a signing. Alex Scott is one of them. Adam Wharton is another. We've heard names like the French pair of Manu Kone and even Camavinga, which I don't see Real Madrid selling, especially towards the end of the window. Considering Real Madrid are short in that pivot region, can safely rule out Camavinga. Yeah, Manu Kone of Roma. Adam Wharton of Crystal Palace or Alex Scott of Bournemouth. Reese with another good win in midfield. Morgan Rogers again needs to be responsible with the ball. Responsibility on the ball is the name of the game now from the Chelsea players. You can see a bit of tired legs out there. Xabi Alonso might have to bring on the likes of Giovanni Kenda or even Esteban Villian. Freshen up in the forward lines. Chelsea still need that 4th. We can't just rest on this slender advantage. Here's Iwobi. Anthony Robinson. Fulham can definitely rescue a point here. Cuenca. Now Calvin Bassey. Onto the right-hand side. Shea Charles. Back to Bassey. All 10 players of Fulham in the Chelsea half. Good pass by Robinson. Cleared away by Josh Achimpong. Another good defensive action there by the Cobham boy. Robinson, clever pass. Good about to turn here. It's Kevin, and he tries to catch it. Rob Sanchez towards the far side. It's Josh King, rather. That was close indeed. Thought Kevin came on, and it was on that left-hand side. Arbeloa has yet to make that double change, but that was close. Gautam, just leave, man. I don't want your jinx on the screen. No, not now. This is far too nervy. Well, Sanderberg and Palacios are off, and Sessegnon and Kevin are on in his place. Is Sessegnon just going to slot into midfield here? It's not like for like. Alvaro Arbeloa certainly has got something in his mind here. Kevin and Charles, both introduced on opposite flanks, could cause Chelsea problems. Fulham on the attack on the left-hand side. Here is the Brazilian. Good play there by Josh Achimpong. Excellent. Excellent. Josh Achimpong has been on the money here today. Hasn't put a foot wrong. Pedro Neto is coming on. I think he'll be replacing Malo Gusto. Should not be replacing Josh Achimpong. No way in hell. Somebody's going to be subbed. It's got to be Malo Gusto, and Pedro Neto is the right wing back. We already have Pep Chavarria on the left. Cole Palmer. Chavarria sweeps up. So does Lacroix. Fulham fans booing Enzo and chanting England, England. Yeah, exactly. He scored against England in the World Cup semi-finals, and what a goal that was. Certainly did shut them up. And he cupped his ears as well in front of the English fans, so they're not going to forgive or forget in a hurry. Neto's waiting to come on here as Palmer goes on the outside. Here's Palmer. Heavy touch there by Malo Gusto, whose race might be run here. He's given us decent 75 minutes. Nothing dazzling on that right wing-back spot. It's been solid enough. Here's Garcia. Battles well. Kevin, great feet. And Reece James has ended up fouling and picks up a yellow card there. Third yellow card for the Blues. Reece James has to be careful. He's not happy with the antics of the Fulham player who's just chucked himself to the ground. That was Joshua King, who's had an eventful game. Reece James giving him a old-fashioned telling off with the finger. Great feed there by Kevin, though. Yeah, that's a clear foul by Reece James. He has no case there. Yellow for the Chelsea skipper. 3 yellow cards for Chelsea, but no Romeo Lavia on the pitch. Means that we have only 2 players on yellow cards. It's Gusto off for Pedro Neto. It's a bit of an attacking move, this from Xabi Alonso. Changes at wing back. We did expect 1 defender and 1 winger to start. Instead, it was both defenders in Gusto and Hato. And now it's Pep Chavarria and Pedro Neto out there at wing back. Chance here. Oh, well defended by Josh Achimpong again. Oh, that's terrible by Morgan Rogers. That's a foul at the edge of the box, is it? And thankfully, Craig Pawson sees it as a dive. Calvin Bassey chucks himself there. Woo! The ref does have cards, and it's taken a elaborate Calvin Bassey jump there. Oh, that's a terrible dive. Again, Morgan Rogers, man, for all the good he has done, that's the second time he's taking a risk in those areas with the ball at his feet. He cannot turn the ball over there. Something Xabi Alonso has to hammer home. They've not been punished yet, but don't attempt fate. Under 15 minutes remaining. It's what has been a very tight and tense game here in West London. Colwell with the challenge on Ryan Sessegnon. Oh, I need a sip of water, man. This is going to be a hectic finish. Chelsea not getting close for a while now near Bernd Leno. Haven't seen too much of João Pedro. I mean, João Pedro must be running on fumes. He played 90 minutes against Sociedad, which I'll never understand. Chelsea can still make changes. We might end up seeing Danny Welbeck for João Pedro, but unless we score the 4th, that might not end up happening. Again, 1 long ball forward and a clip over the top. Should have been 3-3. Anthony Robinson, the left back, runs forward from 1 long ball. Rob Sanchez is caught in no man's land. And if this falls on Robinson's left foot, it is 3-3. Chelsea get away with murder. For all the good work that Josh Achimpong done, he gets done on that occasion with 1 long ball. Again, Sanchez's position. Less said, the better. Again, it's the defenders putting us in troublesome positions, but the goalkeeper not helping out at all. The Chelsea back line have not given me enough. I mean, Rob Sanchez mostly has been the cause of the anxiety. Achimpong with another critical interception. Here's Reece James. Don't lose the ball, please. Risky pass to Josh Achimpong. Under pressure. Does the right thing of just punting it forward. Cuenca with the header. Fulham trying to boss proceedings here. Reece, Enzo's header. JP with the touch. Good football this from Chelsea, but we get caught in midfield again. There's a lot of vacant spaces here. Chelsea could be in real trouble now. Here's King. Finds Sessegnon. Charles. Shea Charles operating in central midfield here. He's the one who's replaced Sanderberg. He's got that presence about him. Here's Alex Iwobi. Gautam, I'll never forgive your jinx if Fulham end up scoring the third. Here's Bassi. Charles. Chelsea nervy, man. We need an outball here. Could we take off Rodgers and bring on Estivao or Kenda and bring on a bit more pace and directness in attack? We might need to do so. Robinson plays the 1-2 with Kevin. Cleared away by Lacroix again. JP with a magnificent first touch. He's running on fumes, but he still manages to find Pedro Neto on the right-hand side. He's got fresh legs and finds Joao Pedro. Here's Cole Palmer in the number 10 position. He's got options left and right. Decides to find Morgan Rodgers. Rodgers with the clip pass. It's overhit. What a waste. Yeah, we do need to bring on Estivao for counters. I don't even mind bringing on Giovanni Kenda on that left-hand side if need be, man. Chelsea need a bit of pace and directness. I think Cole Palmer might have signaled for a substitution here. Goal and assist for Cole in game number 1. This one is for the ages. Well, you're welcome, boys. The neutrals who are tuning in. Chelsea look like they're going to be the entertainers of the league. I don't want that tag because that always comes with a lot of high blood pressure and heart attack moments. So much fury behind being the entertainers. Well, this is where Chelsea's second striker issue might come to bite us in the ass here, because we cannot have Joao Pedro play 90 minutes week in, week out, man. We need a reliable enough second choice centre forward. Getting Danny Welbeck is nice, but if he can't play 10 minutes here and there, what even is the point, really? We are bringing on Giovanni Kenda by the looks of it, and I'm not really opposed. The quad 2 assists behind Wirtz's 25-26 tally, mind you. Good little stat there, Manny. Good header by Levi Colville. Enzo Fernandez finds Pep Chavaria. Enzo, Chelsea careful, please careful. Lacroix. Achumpong, heavy touch. Does end up finding Pedro Neto. Estivao has been stripped and ready for action. I thought Kenda was ready to come on. I see the number 9 of Fulham, Rodrigo Muniz, coming in. That means Chelsea are going to have some extremely stressful moments in the last 9 minutes per stoppage time here at Craven Cottage. Monday Night Football has delivered. I can actually enjoy watching the Monday Night Football between Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher if Chelsea end up getting all 3 points. Otherwise, I'm going to probably give it a skip. 1-2 here. Kevin tries to get away from Cole Palmer. That's a foul on Cole. Worried that Palmer wants to come off. It's just the first game, man. I mean, yes, he had a bit of a pre-season, but you can understand players are not still at their full fitness levels. Chelsea need to manage everybody, man. Already seen Moy and Marco Palestra missing from the squad. Last thing you want Cole Palmer missing out on any time. We do have the likes of Estivao and Giovanni Kenda. Might as well bring them on, and we're bringing both of them on. I rate this from Xabi Alonso, man. I absolutely rate this. He's taking off Morgan Rodgers and Cole Palmer, and he's bringing on Kenda and Estivao. Let's go, man. It's a risky move, but I rate it. Chelsea have been struggling in the final third. We need freshness. We need pace, a bit of electricity. We still have JP as the link man, the man who's the glue. But we've got Kenda on one side, Estivao on the other, just showcasing Chelsea's depth in attack. Well, I'm very, very pleased to see Morgan Rodgers open his Chelsea account on debut. Cole Palmer getting a goal and assist in the first game. And of course, Joao Pedro, 15 goals and 5 assists last season in the league. Starting off with 30 seconds on the clock. Kenda and Estivao on. Morgan Rodgers and Cole Palmer off as Morgan Rodgers riles up the Chelsea away supporters. Good debut for him. Xabi, you have my respect. You know my feelings about defensive subs. You are not a coward. Fair play, man. He's made like-for-like changes. Could have very easily kept on Palmer or Rodgers in terms of experience in the forward lines. Okay, it's very much possible that Chelsea might end up conceding another goal, but it won't be because Estevao and Kenda are on the pitch, that's for sure. Kenda on the left, Estevao on the right, JP down the middle. Another Chelsea attacker goal would be lovely. About 6.5 plus stoppage time remaining. That's more than enough time for Fulham to get an equaliser. Here's here Charles. Iwobi. Cuenca. Again, a channel pass. Chelsea too far up the pitch, man. Achimpong does well when he gets beaten there. And Sanchez saves at the near post. Chelsea's line has to be brought back a couple yards, man. These long balls forward is just causing us too many problems. Achimpong does well, but it breaks kindly to Ryan Sessegnon. Sanchez is alert enough at the near post. Oh, this is going to be very, very nervous. Ironically, would love Henderson for the last 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, he's broken his wrist, remember? Celebrating that England win against Mexico. Chelsea not getting a foul here. Sessegnon on his left foot trying to reverse the pass. Kenda with the clearance. Kenda trying to chase it down. That's a foul on Giovanni Kenda. Come on. No? Craig Pawson has played against us today, man. It's not the first time. Anyways, 5.5 plus stoppage time. I'm going to count on every minute. This is so nervy, man. This is a sign of things to come. It's going to be a long-ass season for us, despite us playing very little football. Oh, brilliant. Joao Pedro slips it through here. Kenda's on the left-hand side, and Bernd Leno, play sweeper, keeper. Come on, the pass there from JP should have been better, but brilliant bit of hold-up play. The turn, even the intent with the pass was great, man. I think it was just tired legs. He just looks to hit that with power. 5 minutes per stoppage time. Here's the Brazilian Kevin. Kevin up against Reece James and Josh Achimpong. The latter does well. The ref channeling is in Anthony Taylor. I'm sure Anthony Taylor would have given the call here. He's like, don't let my presence, well, my absence be felt, rather. Somebody has to take my replacement. And Craig Pawson has done a fantastic job in that department. Joshua King's pass is not on the same wavelength on the right-hand side. Chelsea can just slow the pace down here. Arbeloa can take a lot of encouragement from this game, but both goals have been from defensive errors from Chelsea's point of view, man. One was a blatant goalkeeping mistake, and the second, Levi Colwill and Rob Sanchez, the scene of the crime. Kenda, brilliant pass to Estevao, first time punched pass. Estevao with a lovely switch out there. Such a clever pass, man, Estevao. And now Pedro Neto on the right-hand side can have a run. Chelsea need the 4 desperately. Pedro Neto's ball in towards the far stick. JP brings it down. Could have let that go. Kenda was waiting for it. Kenda's had a bright start here. Chavaria tries to keep that in play. He does. But thankfully he doesn't, because Fulham could have been primed for a counter-attack. Achimpong or Lacroix man of the match. Going for the kid. He's been insane. One-man ball. Achimpong certainly top 3. Fuck it. Josh Achimpong it is. Could have been one of the forwards, Cole Palmer or Joao Pedro. I was just debating if I have to debate between the two. Nobody's really stood out. Lacroix as well. Brilliant debut from him. And he's just added an assist to boot. But no clean sheet for Chelsea, which means that the defenders might not get the man of the match. Cole Palmer with the goal and assist, and being the English media darling, might end up getting it. Come on, clear it quicker than Neto. 3 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. But this game from Josh Achimpong should give Xabi Alonso enough encouragement, man. Estevao has looked very bright since coming on, but he gives the ball away. Here's Kevin. Good defending, Pedro Neto. Here's Estevao. Neto continuing his run. Chelsea do have pace now on both wings. Estevao gives the ball away again. Come on, Estevao. We need him to be a lot more responsible. Reece, brilliant. Enzo. Achimpong, heavy, careful, just clear it, Chavaria. He does the right thing. Oh, Chelsea having some nervous. We are not keeping the ball, Manny. We are not even looking in a bit of control here. We are giving it away far too often. We need that breakaway chance here. Good play there by Levi Colwill. Could this be the chance on the breakaway? Is that a foul on Levi? If that's a foul, ref, that's a yellow card. He does give a yellow card there to Timothy Castagna. 2 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Whew! Manny, I think I need to borrow your... What is that? What do you wear? A Whoop? Apple Watch? Might need to borrow it for Chelsea games here because this is not good for my rage. But thank you guys for tuning in and staying tuned in here. 2:20 a.m. India time. Gautam tuning in from UK, Karan from the States. Bit of love from India. Aman tuning in. Manny, of course. Main man. Here's Lacroix. Ooh, slice clearance there by Sessegnon. And he does well there, Pedro Neto. He's given us energy. Ultra human ring. That encapsulates you perfectly, Manny. There's ever a watch. Oh, the ring, rather. That describes you. That's the one. Send you my stress stats for the last 2 hours. I'm sure mine's leveling on the same levels or possibly even more. Oh, Karan, you're in Canada now. Damn, I thought you were in the States. Weren't you in Minneapolis? Minnesota? You in Toronto now or Vancouver? Or are you in one of the lesser known places in Canada? Well, good to see you boys tuning in. Old Podar crew supporting your boy. Gotta love it. Not a handball by Enzo? No? We're heading into stoppage time. It's possibly going to be 6 or 7 minutes. We're so used to last season, right? We haven't had too many stoppages, so 6 or 7 would be crazy. I'm just used to last season where we used to see a ridiculous amount of minutes here. Giovanni Kenda, good save. And it's João Pedro puts the seal to the match. And the goal has been chalked off for an offside. Let's have a look here. Who's offside here? Is Kenda off? Oh yeah, Kenda's off by a mile. He did well though, Giovanni Kenda. João Pedro's so cool, but... Oh yeah, you went to France for your Masters, right? Oh, it's 4 minutes of stoppage time, not 6 or 7. Thankfully, Premier League have got a bit of sense back because we used to see 9, 10, 11 minutes of stoppage time added on. Yesterday, we saw a lot of 3 minutes and 4 minutes. We're seeing another 4 minutes here again. Thankfully, Premier League sense is back here in at least a few departments. JP with a good header. Kenda's first time pass. Cleared away. Enzo. Reese. That's a foul on Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea just looking to slow the pace game. 3 minutes remaining. The JP goal would have been nice, man. And bringing on Kenda certainly has been the right move. I think Xabi Alonso freshening up the wings has been perfect. He's kept the centre mostly as is. Yes, he took off Romeo Lavia for Enzo Fernandez, but he replaced all 4 wide players. Hato, Gusto, Palmer and Rogers. Brought on Chavarria, Neto, Estevao and Kenda. And as I said before, it might backfire on us, but Xabi Alonso being brave and going like for like instead of more defensive substitution, he has my support. What a brilliant touch by João Pedro, man. This guy, 92nd minute, still an outrageous first touch. Oh, Josh Achampong's touch is not assured though. Thankfully, Alex Iwobi goes for a long raker. Chavarria is there. Sanchez, just boot this forward, please. And he does. 2 minutes remaining, boys. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Level on points with Arsenal. That's what we want. We do play Arsenal Matchweek 3 at the Emirates Stadium, and our form there the last 5 years have been atrocious. Last time we won there was Thomas Tuchel's first full season. Oh, there's a chance here. Thankfully, it's blocked by Levi Colville. Chelsea on the ropes now. Sessegnon will look to cross this. Muniz is in the box. Levi Colville does well enough. Muniz trying to buy a pen there. It's nervy 90 seconds remaining. Cuenca. Chelsea not getting the fourth has certainly hurt us, but now Chelsea have the chance in the counter-attack. Neto very irresponsible with that first time pass. Poor Gittins didn't get in despite a decent pre-season. Gittins didn't have a good season whatsoever, and his pre-season was iffy to say the very least. But he doesn't fit the system either, man. And thanks a lot, Gautam, for tuning in. I know it's been a tough week for you after Manchester United, but still, you tuned up for Chelsea, and I truly do appreciate it, brother. I'll see you for the next watch-along. Thank you so much. JP is running on fumes, man, and it's not going to be the first or the last time we're going to see JP running on fumes. Oh, Achampong gets turned, but he wins it. Estevao, please be responsible. He is. Turns away nicely. Keep the ball. We do it nicely. Enzo, this has been a very good cameo by Enzo Fernandez. Now Pedro Neto. Run for the corner flag, man. Don't put the ball in. Just run towards the corner flag. He does that. That's it. Keep the ball. He battles really well. He wants a free kick. He's still in the attack here. Pedro Neto side netting. Come on. Cut back there, Pedro. You've done everything right. You've kept the ball responsibly. You've got the attack there. Just cut it back for somebody. Instead, he goes for the shot. Chelsea can reassess, though. Maxence Lacroix with yet another header one. Manny, I need Lacroix stats. I need Lacroix and Achampong stats. Both of them have been brilliant for us, man. Referee has had a look at his watch. We're in borrowed time. Referee, blow the whistle. Liverpool, remember, got their penalty in borrowed time and stoppage time. This falls kindly for Muniz with the strike. It's straight at Sanchez, thankfully. Rodrigo Muniz really caught hold of that. And the full-time whistle blows at Craven Cottage. And Xabi Alonso starts off his Chelsea managerial career with a victory away from home. Oh, let's go, boys. Let's go. That was nervy. Arbeloa suffers a defeat on debut. Chelsea's front three all on the score sheet. João Pedro scoring with 30 seconds on the clock. Fulham got the equaliser courtesy of Joshua King's effort, which was a howler by Rob Sanchez. Chelsea's second came from Maxence Lacroix towards the end of the first half. Brilliant bit of skill by the centre half to cut it back for Rodgers to get his first goal on debut. Palmer scored 4 minutes into the second half. Chelsea looking like they were cruising there, but another mistake at the back from Levi Colwill and Rob Sanchez meant that Gonzalo Garcia also scored on debut, but Chelsea did manage to hold on, and Xabi Alonso starts off with the victory. Woo! It has been a 5-goal thriller. Aman, you're welcome. From Chelsea's point of view, we will take the entertainer's tag for today. 5 goals, not good for my heart and my blood pressure, but we'll take it, man. Xabi Alonso, a lot of positives. A lot of positives. We will get the breakdown here. I will talk about Chelsea's first game in depth at some point tomorrow, maybe in a short or with a live stream. But this has been a very, very good performance. Yes, the mistakes at the back, we'll have to go over them and not really gloss over them. But 3 points. Palmer, Pedro, Rodgers, all on the score sheet. Job done. Manny, when I ask you about stats, I don't want the freaking FPL stats. No way, Manny. I want defensive actions. I want to go on FootMob. Let me have a look. Hold on. Well, Palmer does look refreshed. That's summer off. Thomas Tuchel and Carlo Ancelotti, both ex-Chelsea managers, have done Chelsea a huge favour, man. Solid performance from an attacking standpoint. Could have killed the game off. That would have been nice. The fourth. But Rob Sanchez, you have gotten out of jail today, my friend. That's 1 clanger and 1 mistake. Can't see it next week against Brighton. Chelsea do have Carabao Cup action midweek. We will be live for it. But Matchweek 1 has come to an end, and it has been a brilliant return to the Premier League. Arsenal won 3-0. Hull beat Manchester United 2-0. Everton with a 2-0 victory against Newcastle Palace manager Ipswich, winning it late against Sunderland. Nottingham Forest losing under Glasner on debut. Leeds scoring late. Brentford putting 3 past Spurs unanswered. Brighton putting 4 past Villa unanswered as Unai Emery had a nightmare start to the season. Manchester City came from behind in the last 5 minutes against Bournemouth. Both centre-halves Mark Gahey and Josko Guardiola scoring. Liverpool managed to salvage a point at St James's Park, and Chelsea managed to get all 3 points in the West London derby. João Pedro, man, that finish just set the tone. The number 9 on his back, and he still managed to produce. Lacroix on debut, excellent. Rodgers, good game from him. Josh Achampong, fantastic. Lacroix, excellent. Reece James in midfield, imperious. A lot of positives to take, but Chelsea cannot get carried away and need to keep the pressure on. Well, that's it from me, guys. It's been a fantastic Monday. I've got to say, I mean, when Chelsea win, it just feels like everything is okay in the world. until they let us down again. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. For those who tuned in for Monday Under the Sun, and now the Chelsea Fulham watch along. We will be live for Chelsea's Carabao Cup game. I don't remember who we are playing, but we are playing midweek because we finished so poorly last season. We have to play the, what is that, second or third round of the Carabao Cup. We'll be live for that, and we will see Chelsea's second string getting minutes there. We will see Chavarria on that left-hand side. Maybe Palestra is fit again. Lavia might have to play again alongside a Sugo. Kenda Estivao might get starts. Welbeck might be the centre forward. Might end up seeing a change in the back three as well. So we wait and see how Xabi Alonso does approach the Carabao Cup game. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Much love, guys. And I'll be back very, very soon on your screens.